What's going on, everyone? So we've got a new setup here. I just actually filmed a video. I'm going to make a slight adjustment. I had to bring the microphone, I think, a little bit closer to my mouth. So let me know what you think about the new setup. I've got a podcast set up down here. So I actually have another microphone over here that you can't see that I can just swivel. We can put multiple people on the couch. I've got a setup over there with another camera and all kinds of cool stuff. So we're going to start doing a bunch of things once the season gets started. But what I want to talk about today is the documentary that's coming out on April 8th, which is my birthday. It's about the Red Sox. Apparently, they followed the Red Sox around all last season, which I didn't realize. Netflix did this. And there's a great shot here of Tristan, Casas. It actually gives me PTSD thinking about my baseball career. But let's check it out real quick, and then let's chat about it.
I dedicated my life to this game. It's tough when you go up there because you're vulnerable. You can do everything right and still have a bad result.
Damn it, man. What am I doing out there, man? What the man? What am I doing, man? Damn it, Tristan. Get a grip, kid. Damn, he can't beat me with anything. He's throwing 90 miles an hour, man. Get a swing off. Pathetic.
It's a bad feeling when you feel like you're the reason why you're losing.
But, you know, the life away from the field can't be affected by the results on it.
Okay, so we get a little insight into what goes on inside the head of some players, not all players, but a lot of players, because again, baseball is a game of failure. So much failure, especially for someone like me who have felt like I was failing like 80% of the time. But even if you're a great player, you're failing like 70% of the time, which is really, really frustrating for most players. And I was watching that, and literally, I say it gave me PTSD. It really did. It brought me back to all those times where I'm just in my head talking to myself over and over again. And the hard part about baseball, too, is you can see there when he rolls over on the ground ball, you have so much time to think about that. It's not like basketball or football where, okay, you miss a shot, but boom, there's another play. Like, I got to go play defense, and then I'm going to get the ball back in like 30 seconds. In baseball, you get out, and you're like, oh, good. Now I get to wait 45 minutes until I get another at-bat to try to redeem myself or make an adjustment. And some players are better at talking to themselves during that 45 minutes, and it really depends how things are going, too. If the season's going well, then I'm not going to beat myself up usually as bad. I might for like a second or two, but then I'll forget about it. But if you're struggling, like when I had really bad seasons, I would just constantly beat myself up inside my head over and over and over again for that whole 45 minutes until I got up again. And then I'd probably get out and I'd probably yell at myself all over again for 45 minutes. And that's how most of the season goes. And so it gets really difficult because, again, especially when things are going poorly, you might have coaches on you. You've got the fans on you. You've got the media on you, depending on where you play, especially if you play in Boston or New York or a big market. I played in San Diego. There wasn't much media on me. People would be like, oh, you know, why do you stink? Or why aren't you playing well? I got a person or two. In those big cities, you've got a ton of people asking you these questions. And then the hardest of all is usually the player themselves. They're in their head yelling at themselves all the time. I remember my mother used to say, when I would make a mistake on defense, I would put my glove up to my face like this. And she said, why when you make mistakes or something happens, why do you always have your glove up against your face? What are you doing? And I was like, well, Mom, I'm mother effing myself, basically. And that's pretty much what I was doing. As a coach, we say, like, you've got to move on. You've got to get past things. And there's techniques and stuff that you can do. But most players get upset. And I used to get really mad. That was my way. I put my glove here, and I'd be, what the hell are you doing, man? I'm cleaning it up for what I really said. But, you know, I'd be talking to myself very similar to what Casas is doing here when he rolls over. So I can't wait to watch this documentary, not to watch him like verbally abuse himself inside his own head, but it's a really cool look, at least from this, minute and a half or so clip here of what it's going to be like. And I think it gives fans an opportunity to get inside the mind of a player or manager. I'm sure they're going to have a bunch of people mic'd up. And the behind the scenes stuff is always awesome because I don't think everyone realizes exactly what it's like to play a major league season or be a professional player, the pressure that comes with it, and all of that stuff. So it should be awesome. Let me know what you think in the comment section below if you're excited. Let me know what you think about the setup. Let me know what you think about the podcast. We're going to talk about baseball. I've got a bunch of people that want to talk about baseball with me, and so it's going to be a fun spring. That's all we have. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, give it a thumbs up, all that good stuff. We'll talk to you later.